YouTube was cracking. Hey, we about that action. YouTube was cracking. Hey, we about that action. Man, what's good with y'all, man? I'm feeling good today. If you're not subbed to the channel yet, hit the sub button. Also, like this video. I definitely appreciate it. Follow me also on my Twitter at a real Shaq Will. Follow me on my Instagram too, Shaq's Rose. And if y'all want to run up some games, follow me on PlayStation or add me on PlayStation, The Mind of Will. Let's get into the video. Alright, so if you made it this far, you are serious about winning every rec game. And for those people who are strongly into repping up and leveling up, they go to the rec center. All the big YouTubers, everybody who's anybody or anybody who wants to rep up knows to go to the rec because that's where you get most of the rep from. You don't even get that many games in park games. The people, you have different affiliations, so most of your friends or all of your friends might be Vipers or they might be Knights or something, and y'all want to link up and play. Y'all gonna go to different affiliations, get half reps, so everyone's playing in the rec center. This is the best way and the fastest way to level up because, like I said, people aren't playing games like that. So tip number one when you're going into the rec center is to fill the shooting guard and the point guard position. If you do not fill those positions, I'm not gonna lie, you could pretty much wrap it up if you're going against a comp team or even a mediocre team full of randoms. Why do I say that? Because they're going to stick you and they're going to match make you with two AIs if you don't cover those positions. The AIs do not play defense, they don't pick up, they don't switch, and they don't contest shots. So 9 out of 10, you're going to make the shots. If the 9 out of 10, their opponents or their matchup is going to kill them because they don't play defense. So tip number one, find somebody to cover the point guard and the shooting guard position. Tip number two, have a dominant big man, whether he's dominant by grabbing rebounds and finishing or whether he's spacing the floor and he's a great shooter. Have a dominant big man. If you don't have a dominant big man, he's getting outboarded or he's getting dunked on or outshot, it's not going to work. If you don't get those rebounds and they keep getting second chance points or second chance opportunities, then you're probably not going to win the game. If you have a shooting big that can space the floor, that opens up the entire floor for your point guards, your 1 through the 4, to dunk, shoot, or do whatever, or control the mid range. Or say you have a paint center, if he can grab the offensive rebounds and put it back, that's perfect as well. So tip number two, I would definitely say have a dominant big man. Or tip number three, it's a must that you have 4 shooters. I would say 4 minimum, 5 maximum. If you have a dominant paint big, like I mentioned before, that could take away from the shooter, but I would strongly recommend you have 4 shooters. It just opens up the floor for the point guards and for anyone who wants to cut. So I would definitely load the team up with shooters. And like I said, it's 2K21 where you can make a 6'7" power forward who do everything. Like my 6'7" power forward, he can dunk, he can shoot, play great defense, and he has 20 playmaking badges, so he can playmake as well. So there's actually really no need for you not to be able to shoot or dunk. Like I said, being able to shoot, it spreads the floor for those who wants to cut and dunk. So I would definitely recommend that you load your team up with shooters. That's tip number 3. Number 4 and 5 is going to be offensive and defensive strategies. I'm not gonna lie, this probably won't work if you don't have a full 5 or can communicate with the randoms. You're gonna need everybody on board in order to do this. So for the defensive strategy, a lot of comp players run a 2-3 or a 3-2. And there's going to be a lot of comp in the rec because, like I said, that's where most of the rep is coming from now. Like I said, it's hard to get park games unless you have a logo at the rec. At the park, and a lot of friends are in different affiliations. So if you go to different affiliation park, then your original one, you're going to get half reps. A lot of people aren't even playing park like that. A lot of people are actually playing rec. So the 2-3, if you don't know what 2-3 is, I will watch a video on that. I can give a little analysis on it. But basically what happens is you're going to put your 2 best defenders at the top, your fastest, and then you're going to put the slower ones at the bottom guarding the paint. Pretty much the center is going to be in the paint, and then you're going to have 2 people guarding the corners. This is really good for forcing your opponent to take wing shots and for blocking the paint for those who like to cut, because like I said, you have the big man in the paint and those 2 who are in the corners, stopping the corners from cutting and stopping for people from getting to the paint. Like I said, the only weakness to the 2-3 is shooting from the wing, because it's really hard for the corners to rotate to the wing and also for the perimeter players to rotate to the wing. So basically it forces your opponent to take mid ranges and it forces them to shoot from the wing. So if you don't have wing shooters, you're pretty much going to lose that every single time. That's why I was saying stack your team up with shooters. 3-2 is when you have 3 people guarding the perimeter. This defensive play is strictly for when the team has a bunch of shooters. And I ain't gonna lie, this is 2K21, so if you can't shoot, you better be a big man grabbing a crap ton of rebounds. So basically a 3-2, like I said, is you bring the third person out, you bring the one person out the paint, pull them to perimeter, and then you have 3 people guarding the perimeter. The weakness in a 3-2 is that there's going to be a lot of back doors and there's going to be a lot of cutting. So it forces your opponent to take a lot of 2s versus 3s, and that's cool because if your team is a dominant shooting team like my team is right now, 3-2 would be beneficial. Like I said, you don't care about no 2s when you just strapping a crap ton of 3s. That's tip number 4. Tip number 5 for offense is the 5 out. If you don't know what 5 out is, look that up as well. Like I said, but basically a 5 out is when you have 4 people, you have 2 people in the corner, and then you have 2 people in the perimeter. Usually the point guard in a 5 out situation is a really dominant point guard. He could break off whoever man is guarding him. But a lot of people like to run the pick and roll with the 5 out. So if the center comes to the screen and then the guard gets open or they double up, then what's going to happen is the big man is going to roll to the paint, and that results in a 2. The 5 out is the most effective offensive strategy that's out right now. So get your team together. Like I said, go watch some YouTube videos on the 5 out and then use it within the game. And like I said, it's only a good strategy if all 4 of your people can shoot, or unless you, like I said, you have a dominant big man that can roll and finish. Number 6, you have to have passing IQ, good ball movement. It's like I ain't gonna lie, I don't play with that many randoms this year, but I have played with so many randoms over the past few years. The reason why people lose so many games is because they try to be selfish. They think that the rec center or park is freaking my career. First of all, the latency is different in each one, so your jump shot that you use in my career is probably going to be straight booty cheeks in rec or in park. So you have to pass the ball. You have to get passing IQ. A lot of people, like I said, they don't even pass the ball in my career. They just try to go for those stats, try to get badges. I understand that. But when you come to the rec center and play with other people, you have to learn how to pass. You have to gain some type of IQ. You're not about to go in the rec center and just dominate like you do in my career. First of all, in my career, those players have like bronze and silver and gold badges, and they're like 70, 80 overalls. Yeah, that's not gonna work when you playing in a rec center against 5 people with Hall of Fame badges and they all 99 over. Like, come on now, you got to know that you're not about to do the same thing in my career. I mean, in the rec center, you're about to do in my career. Like, come on now. So number 6, you have to get passing IQ. Learn to move the ball around. Learn to pass. In this video, you see us passing the ball a lot. You see us, facilitating. You see us kicking the ball out, making smarter passes. And like I said, it's a good way to keep your team involved, because like I said, if you don't pass the ball to your teammates, they about to give up. They're gonna quit. I've experienced it so many times where people get to calling timeouts, and people get to run out of bounds and start selling. Like, you have to pass the ball, get your team involved. If your team not involved, it's pretty much a wrap. You don't want to pass, you're probably gonna end up quitting anyway, because like I said, you don't get no stats, no badge points anyway if you want like 1 for 20 or 2 for 35. So it was no purpose even coming into the rec center. So learn how to facilitate, learn how to move the ball around. Your team and you will definitely appreciate it. Number 7, come out here with the right badges. I don't want to see you out here with Hall of Fame clutch shooter. If you don't have no hot zones, you should not be rocking hot zone hunter. If you 7'3", I don't want to see you, or 7'2", I don't want to see you out here with a Hall of Fame giant slayer. You can't go past 7'3", so what you got giant slayer on for? I mean, come on now, y'all have to get y'all badges together. Put on badges that make sense. And I'm glad 2K made it to where you can't even get certain badges if you can't do certain things. So you're not about to get posterizer or any badges if you don't have like a certain stat. So that's a good thing about 2K21 next gen. Like I said, you get those badges together. Make sure your badges fit your team, and also recognize that being a role player is not a bad thing. So if you a spot up shooter, just put on all the badges that you need to spot up shoot. Put on Hall of Fame catch and shoot. Put on Hall of Fame deep threes. Put on Hall of Fame hot zone hunter. Put on all the badges that make sense. Like I said, this is not my career. The stuff you're doing in my career, you're not going to probably be able to do in the rec center. Number 8, get a good jump shot and learn how to time it. A lot of people be like, oh, this jump shot broke, this jump shot, that jump shot broke. but they only had it for like maybe a day or maybe 2 days, and they haven't practiced it. You have to keep practicing over and over and over. Me and Orlando in Chicago was having a conversation about that. He was saying that it doesn't really matter what jump shot you have, as long as you get to practice, as long as you keep practicing and get the timing down. And that's partially true, but it is facts that there are bases and there are jump shots with bigger green windows, so there might be a little bit easier to green than other bases. But it is facts that if you keep practicing the jump shot over and over and over, that you're going to eventually get it. So keep practicing the jump shot and then find a good jump shot, find a good base. I'm not gonna lie, in this game right here, I made 40. I had 40 points and I shot 8 for 9 from the 3. So I might go ahead and release my jump shot maybe one of these good old days. But that might be a different video. I might drop my jump shot or not. Hey, if you want me to drop my jump shot, comment down in the comment section below. Drop your jump shot wheel, and then I might think about dropping it. I don't know. Like I said, it is green. As y'all see, I'm splashing. But like I said, find a good jumper and practice it over and over and over. There's a lot of people who keep switching jump shots. Oh, this jump shot broke, and they'll switch to another one. Every jump shot in the game can't suck. I mean, hey, if you tried 100 different jump shots and you can't consistently green with any of them, the jump shots might not be the problem. It might be you. So number 8, find a good jump shot and practice it. That's all the tips and tricks that I have on how to win every rec game. If any of those tips and tricks help, leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know, or leave a like on the video. I definitely appreciate it. Also, do not forget to subscribe. Now, if y'all made it this far, y'all want to know about the best rep method in 2K21 right now and the most consistent. Actually, I'm gonna lie, the best rep method for real is the Kia event. That's the best one. That's the best rep method. That's the easiest rep method. But the most consistent and the best overall right now is the rec center and getting an A+. Now, it's easier said than done, especially when you play with randoms. But if you have 5, it's really easy, because by the 3rd quarter, you probably already blown a team out by like 20 or 30. So now everybody's working on getting their A+. They're getting assists, offensive, defensive rebounds, and they're getting multiple defensive possession stops, or whatever you want to call it. So what if you don't have 5? And what if you are running with randoms? Then what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to get assists, you're going to play defense, try to get steals and try to get rebounds, and definitely limit turnovers. Turnovers kill your grade like crazy. Don't get turnovers. That's going to kill your grade. That's going to bring it into my video on tips about how to win every rec game and the best rep method out. The best of the best rep method is Kia, but the most consistent and the best after Kia is getting an A+ in the rec center. If I said anything that you agree with, go ahead and leave a like and then leave a comment in the comment section down below. I definitely appreciate it. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to all my supporters. I love y'all. I love y'all. For getting my first video to 680 views, the rarest point guard builds. 680 views, 14 likes right now. I definitely appreciate you all. I didn't even, a lot of YouTubers be like, oh, let me get 10 likes, let me get 5 likes on the video. I didn't even ask. I asked for likes, but I didn't ask for a specific number, and you guys came through and gave me 14 and 680. The video is almost on its way to 1,000 views, so I can't say I appreciate you all enough. I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible with this, and I hope you all, stick with me throughout the long run as I, continue to grow. If there's anything that you want to see me make or anything that's interesting that I can do, leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know what my next video should be, or if you want to collab on a video, I'll definitely go ahead and do that. Also, if you want to play, add me, the Mind of Will. I'm always looking for comp players to run with. I'm always looking to help people boost up their records. Like I said, a lot of people records are trash. A lot of people don't have a lot of people to play with. So if you want to take advantage of that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and leave a comment down in the comment section below. Shaq 1K, I'm out.